Hello, everyone, and welcome to this presentation on everything you need to know about your upcoming enrollment for the summer 2021 entry date at the Culinary Institute of America. During this presentation, we will answer many of the typical questions we receive about the student portal, financial aid, living on campus, scholarships, and much more. My name is Ashley Kellogg.
And I'm Courtney Bouteau. And before we get started, we wanted to go over a little bit about what we do as your enrollment managers and within the enrollment department.
As an accepted student, we're here to assist you with your enrollment steps, and we're your go-to person for any questions that you may have. We're here to help work through important requirements and deadlines leading up to your start date. We also work very closely with your financial planner, academic advisor, residence life, and the transfer credit coordinator so that we all have the answers to your questions, and if not, we know who to put you in contact with. Our department is unique since most other colleges don't offer this service. Your enrollment managers get the chance to learn about who you are and your story, so you don't have to tell it to multiple people. We're always here to help with questions and make your transition to CIA as smooth as possible. First things first, if you get anything out of this presentation, it should be your dates and deadlines for the upcoming entry date. Throughout this presentation, we'll be going to each of these next steps into detail, so be sure to stay tuned. To start off, if you have paid your $300 tuition deposit, please complete your housing application. This is available now on your student portal. If you have not already paid your tuition deposit, it is due by February 15th. Review your class schedule and start thinking about ordering your textbooks by March 1st. Your housing application and medical forms are then due by March 12th. Your uniform order is due by March 15th. Your enrollment manager will reach out with more details about placing your uniform order as this date approaches. Your final tuition balance will be due by March 27th. Move-in will be shared with you by April 30th. And last but not least, your classes will begin on May 4th, marking the beginning of an amazing and fun-filled future here at the CIA.
Now that you know all of the important dates for your enrollment at CIA, you may be wondering, where can I find all of these items? One of your biggest resources from here on out is your accepted student portal. Most of you have probably received your login information and have explored your student portal already. Please note that your important dates, as well as your student ID number and course of study, are located in the middle of the screen, underneath the beautiful picture of campus. On the left side, you'll see a series of options, the first being your CIA email. Once you enroll as a student, all departments on campus will solely communicate with you via your CIA email address. Before you enroll, your enrollment manager will communicate primarily to your personal email address. However, keep in mind that departments such as residence life and financial aid will communicate to your CIA email, so it is important to get in the habit of checking this regularly. You can even set up message forwarding to your personal email address. Your enrollment manager can assist you with that. Below that section is an area to view and pay your account. This is where you'll submit your $300 tuition deposit. This area is also where you can pay your tuition. The options using this feature are to make a payment in full or set up a payment plan 30 days prior to your start date, if that's how you choose to pay your tuition. Next is the self-service menu. This is where you'll see your schedule of classes and account balance, as well as your financial aid checklist. This is different from the checklist on the front page of your portal. Lastly, on your accepted student portal, you'll see your CIA to-do list. Let's take a look at this to-do list now.
This is an example of what your CIA to-do list looks like. The first required item is to submit your deposit. This tells us that you've decided CIA and we can move forward with the next steps of your enrollment process. Next is filing a FAFSA. The FAFSA is a free application for federal student aid and can maximize your award package by providing federal need-based aid if qualified. Here you will see your housing and meal plan application. Now remember, to find any of the applications or forms that are needed, you can click on the item on the checklist itself. After clicking into the checklist item, it will bring you to the necessary form or item needed for application completion. Each checklist item is linked with the corresponding information needed. Next is where you can print off your medical forms to bring to your doctor. Once completed by your doctor, you can fax or email these forms to our Health Services Department. Their contact information is listed on the cover page of your medical forms. Below that, you will see the checklist item regarding your uniform. Your enrollment manager will reach out and let you know when it's time to place this order. Your enrollment agreement and intellectual property rights waiver must be reviewed and signed prior to enrolling. The last and required item on your to-do checklist is to review and accept your financial aid. Once you have done so, this item will not mark off as complete. It is just a reminder to check back with us. Now let's take a look into your CIA financial aid.
Let's talk a little about financial aid and the type of options that are available to you. Financial aid is definitely one of those questions that each and every student and parent has asked about at some point. The CIA provides you with an array of financial aid in your award package. This includes merit-based aid, need-based aid, and federal aid. Merit-based aid is awarded from the CIA and is reflective of your high school GPA and test scores. These awards will be titled on your award package as the CIA Excellence Award and the CIA Recognition Award. In order to maintain these awards year after year, you must have a 3.0 CIA GPA. Need-based aid is a supplemental award from CIA and is based on the information in your FAFSA. This award is known as the CIA Assistance Grant. You will also see federal aid that is awarded from your FAFSA application. This is awarded from the government and comes in the form of grants and loans. The federal Pell Grant is federal funds that do not need to be paid back. The subsidized loan is a federal loan that the government pays interest for while you are in school. And on the other hand, the unsubsidized loan begins accruing interest as soon as it is taken out. Both loans will have a 6-month grace period after graduation until they go into repayment. If you're awarded federal work study, this will not deduct from your balance. It is money provided bi-weekly in the form of a paycheck and can be used how you see fit. Now, if you haven't filed a FAFSA already for your entry date, you can do it today at studentaid.gov. You will use your tax information from 2 years ago, plus an FSA ID, which is your login information for the website. If you don't have an FSA ID, you can set that up here as well. Don't forget to include CIA's school code on your application so that we can view your results. After you finish and submit your FAFSA, you'll receive an email from them confirming that it was submitted. But then it can take up to 5 business days for the CIA to retrieve the results. Once your financial aid package is ready, you'll receive an email from your enrollment manager to walk you through the financial aid award. In addition to your merit, need, and federal awards, the CIA has various other options to increase your financial aid award package as well.
If you are a New York State resident, New York offers the Tuition Assistance Program, or TAP for short. It's additional financial aid provided by New York State based on your FAFSA results. So it's another way to possibly increase your award package. After you've completed the TAP application, you'll receive a confirmation email from them, which you'll then need to give us in the enrollment department. Just send a screenshot of your email to enrollment@culinary.edu so we can verify and update your award package. But even if you're from a different state, check with your state to see if they have any aid that can transfer to CIA in New York. You never want to leave money on the table. But that's not all for aid options. There is something called the Alumni Referral Scholarship. So if you know of somebody who has graduated from the culinary, all they need to do is write you a quick letter of recommendation for why you'd be a great fit here at the CIA, and we'll be able to award you an extra $1,000 off your first year. Don't forget to send us your SAT or ACT scores if you have already taken them, or if you plan to take them in the future. Even though these tests weren't necessary for your admissions application, depending on the score you received, they could be used for additional consideration for scholarship. Next, we have our collection of chef scholarships. That's chef spelled with a $, HEF. This can be found on the right-hand side of your student portal, and this is CIA's very own database for scholarships that are donated to the school from organizations and benefactors such as Hershey's and Williams-Sonoma that are offered exclusively to CIA students, so you're not competing with students attending other schools. New scholarships are added each semester and constantly updated. Also, don't forget that there are thousands and thousands of scholarships out there that you can search and apply for. fastweb.com, supercollege.com, scholarships.com have tons. You can also check out the American Culinary Federation and the James Beard Foundation for scholarships that are more specific to your degree. Plus, search your local community. Local charities and town Rotary clubs are great places to start. They may be offering scholarships as well. And that's another reason why you should file a FAFSA if you haven't already. Many of these private scholarships that I just mentioned may want you to have a FAFSA on file as one of their application criteria. So it never hurts to do the FAFSA. It can only help.
Now that you know all of the financial aid options provided by CIA, let's take a look at where you can find your financial aid checklist. Your financial aid checklist is on the left side of the student portal homepage, where it says financial aid, and then drops down to view my aid. The checklist looks like this. You can see whether or not you completed a FAFSA and if it was received. There's also a link to complete a FAFSA if you need to still submit an application. You'll notice if there are any outstanding items for verification that need to be submitted under complete required documents. Verification happens to many students and is just a way to double check the information that is on your FAFSA. Sometimes it even corrects mistakes and can award additional funds. You can then review your financial aid awards and accept or decline any federal loans awarded to you. If you do accept the subsidized and/or unsubsidized loan, you will need to complete the next two items on the checklist: the entrance counseling and signing your master promissory note. Entrance counseling is an interactive session for you to learn all about the loan and repayment options, and the master promissory note allows you to sign off that you participated in and completed the entrance counseling.
Once your financial aid is all taken care of and you are registered for classes, your enrollment manager will send you an email to review your schedule and pay your balance. So let's look at some options for payment. Your final tuition balance will be due 30 days prior to your entry date. We are here to assist you with understanding your various payment options. Once your balance is accurate, meaning you are charged with your housing and all of your financial aid is complete, your enrollment manager will send you an email letting you know you can now begin applying for loans or setting up a payment plan. If you are planning on taking out a loan to pay off your tuition balance, you can begin applying 60 days prior to your entry date, as long as you have received the go-ahead from your enrollment manager and that your balance is correct and final. Any earlier than this and your loan will expire before you begin classes. If you are looking to pay your whole balance with loans or take out any loans in general, the first ones we suggest taking out are the federal subsidized and unsubsidized loans that we mentioned through the FAFSA. We recommend these because these loans through the federal government have a much lower interest rate or none at all. After this, there are two other loan options. The first being the Parent Plus loan. This loan will be in the parent's name in lieu of the student. This option is for dependent students only who have already filed the FAFSA application. The Parent Plus loan is an instant decision and, if denied, can award the student an additional $4,000 in unsubsidized loan. Next, if the Parent Plus loan doesn't fit your criteria, you can take out an alternate loan through other private loan vendors such as Sallie Mae, Wells Fargo, Discover, etc. In most cases, you will need a co-signer to take out a loan, so be prepared for this important step as this sometimes causes some issues as tuition due date approaches. As a reminder, if you are using loans to pay your final balance, you must cover your whole first year's payment, not just the semester. We suggest doubling your first semester bill when applying just to be safe. Lastly, if you don't want to use any sort of loan to pay off your balance, you can use a credit card at 2.8% fee, a lump sum payment from a bank account, or our CIA payment plan. The payment plan consists of your final balance being broken down into 4 equal installments. The first payment will be due on the tuition deadline of 30 days prior to your entry date, and then continued every month consecutively after for the next 3 months. There's a one-time $60 setup fee per semester to begin this program, but there is no interest on your payments. This can be set up through the View and Pay My Account option on your portal when the final bill is ready to be paid.
So when will you be registered for classes, and what type of classes can you expect? Registration and billing will take place around 2 months before your entry date. If you have completed your housing application to indicate on or off campus prior to this, the charges should be reflected in your balance at that time. This will give you an idea as to what your final balance will look like so that you can start to prepare your payment options. New students have all of their classes selected for them. Your enrollment manager will email you once your first semester schedule is available for viewing. This is a good time to start looking into textbooks to purchase for your classes. At CIA, you'll definitely learn by doing. All of our programs include the most hands-on education anywhere. Core academic courses prepare you to lead and excel in the business of food and hospitality. Because of this real-life influence, class times mimic those of the subject you're learning. For example, if you're learning about bread or breakfast items, your classes will start earlier in the morning. Most students will experience an array of class start times throughout their degree. Your first semester could have a mix of kitchen and academic classes. So please keep in mind that not every student will enter the kitchen during the first semester. Let's take a look at where you can find your schedule when the time comes. Remember, your enrollment manager will email you when your schedule is ready for viewing. On the left side of your portal homepage, you'll see the academic planning, which will then bring you to the student planning screen where you can see your schedule. When the student planning page opens to review your schedule, it will look something like this. You'll see that courses with in-class instruction are listed with a day and time of the week. Courses and exams that are online will be shown in the section with no meeting times. We know that this can be confusing, so let's go over some commonly asked questions. When will online classes meet? Due to COVID-19 and the need to reduce density within our classrooms, we have implemented a hybrid of in-person and online coursework. This has been a great change of pace for students on campus and has been working wonderfully. Online courses will be taught without actual course meetings, unless your faculty is planning a Zoom-type meeting periodically. Please select the course from the My Classes section of your student portal. This will take you to the course-specific information in Moodle. Moodle is where you'll find the course syllabus and other important information from your faculty. Can I change my schedule? We recommend not making changes to your first semester schedule. However, if you need additional assistance with your schedule, please reach out to your career and academic advisor. You can email your advisor directly from the student portal in the self-service menu link that says Email My Advisor. In student planning, a class I'm registered for says this section is full. Does this mean I don't have a seat in the class? If your course says registered but not started, then you are officially registered and have a seat in the class.
There is so much to do on campus. Let's take a look at how you can get involved and have some fun. So CIA has a very vibrant campus life, and so we're going to talk about our in-person activities and our virtual events all wrapped into one. Firstly, the CIA has something happening every single day. You can find a calendar of events posted on the wall at the Student Rec Center. Some student activities include bake-offs, bingo, cookies and milk, bring your own bowl, and more. Now, we are also hosting trivia and other virtual events for you to enjoy at a distance. The CIA has over 30 active clubs, so there's something to do for everyone, from plant-based society to tea club to tabletop gamers to religious and ethnic clubs. And the best part is, if you can't find a club that interests you, and you have other students interested as well, the Residence Life Department will assist you in starting that club. Clubs are still meeting virtually and are as vibrant as ever, as they are using our beautiful grounds to continue their passions, not only around campus, but inside the residence halls as well. There are always activities and events taking place. Your resident assistant will be hosting events inside our lounges and community spaces within the residence halls. One of the exciting things about living on campus is having the opportunity to cook together outside of the classroom and in communal kitchens in the residence halls. Every night can be a family night with people you live with. The Fitness and Wellness Center consists of a track, a weight room, a cardio room, racquetball courts, an indoor pool, and much more. You can schedule an appointment to use our Fitness and Wellness Center, but many of our students have started making use of our beautiful grounds and enjoying the outdoors while working out. Orientation and move-in are fun-filled, energetic times where you get to have a virtual cook-along, tour of campus, be involved in a barbecue at a distance, and you may even want to become an orientation leader and welcome team volunteer. You can then give back and create a great first experience for other new students just like you'll experience.
One of the best things about attending CIA is putting on your chef whites for the first time. That's when you know you're a part of the CIA family. Ordering your uniforms can be a cumbersome process, but we're here to help. Your uniform will be sent to your home address before you move on to campus. International students will have their uniforms waiting on campus for pickup during orientation. First, be sure to choose your sizes carefully. There are YouTube videos available to help you take accurate measurements, or you can make an appointment at a local tailor or dry cleaner to be sized. Once your uniforms come, if you need to make alterations, that is up to you. A tailor at your local dry cleaner can assist you with hemming and taking items in if needed. Keep in mind your uniform should be loose-fitting. Anything form-fitting is a violation of dress code. Since it is up to you to ensure your uniforms fit accurately, try them on as soon as they arrive. Your CIA uniform includes your CIA chef jacket, pants and caps, side towels, neckerchiefs, aprons, and either a knife kit or a baking and pastry toolkit. You'll need to purchase your kitchen shoes separately. These need to be all black, non-slip, closed-toe kitchen shoes. There's no specific brand, just anything comfortable for you. If you feel as though you have ordered the wrong size and hemming and tailoring will not help, then you'll need to return your items to the uniform company. To exchange your pants and dress shirts, you can ship to the address on the screen at your own expense. This is another reason why getting your sizes right the first time is super important. If you need to exchange your chef coat, do not return it. Simply email sales@theultimateimage.com to indicate the sizes of your remaining 6 jackets. You will then pick them up on campus during orientation.
The CIA is world-renowned in leadership and hospitality, and the CIA name can open a ton of doors for students post-graduation. Over 90% of our graduates receive 3 to 4 job opportunities within 6 months after graduation. This is due in part to the expertise you will learn and the opportunities the CIA will present you with. The CIA name will get you in the door, but it's up to you to be invited back. CIA graduates are everywhere in the food world. They hire, support, and mentor each other through their careers. We provide you with the knowledge to become a leader in the food and hospitality industry. You'll have a distinct advantage with a CIA education. You'll be prepared to lead and excel in a wide variety of careers. Not to mention, you'll be part of a powerful network of graduates. CIA graduates enjoy careers in beverage production, food styling, and food media. They lead the way in food journalism, general management, and entrepreneurship. They pioneer new ideas and shape our industry. We have more than 50,000 graduates working in a wide variety of careers. With all these opportunities, what will you choose to do? The CIA holds 3 career fairs a year. Our reputation draws top employers from over 140 companies, some with big names like Google, Four Seasons Hotels and Resorts, McCormick, Marriott, Walt Disney Resorts, and the French Laundry. These employers come ready to hire students like you. From the first career fair you attend to the last, you should always come prepared to meet as many employers as possible. CIA ranks #1 on return on investment. So what does that mean? A degree from the CIA not only pays you back immediately, but grows over time compared to any other degree-granting culinary college. Check out this study done by Georgetown University's Center on Education and Workforce. When comparing 4,500 colleges across the country and calculating return on investment using federal data, there are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. CIA's 10-year return is significantly higher than the average for all culinary colleges in the country. As you can see, the return on investment for a CIA education grows higher every decade, 10, 20, 30, and even 40 years after graduation.
How do I find a roommate and connect with other students? This is definitely a popular question. You'll be able to find the housing application on the Accepted Student Portal to-do list. As long as you've paid your tuition deposit to hold your seat in the class, you'll be able to apply for housing. Feel free to submit your application now. You can make changes to the application later if any of your preferences change, or to request one of your friends as a roommate. If you're not sure about who to choose as a roommate just yet, don't worry. More roommate profiles will be available to choose from in the coming weeks. So don't worry if you're not seeing any compatibility. And you might even meet a friend on social media through the Accepted Student Facebook page that you can request. However, if you don't find a roommate on your own, don't worry. The housing application will match you with someone based on the answers to your questions. These include things like, do you go to bed late or get up early? Are you tidy? Do you prefer quiet time? Are you an ally? Etc. It is important to be honest when answering these questions so that you are paired with a roommate of similar interests that you feel comfortable with. Your room assignments will be available a week or two prior to your entry date. You'll also receive information at that point about what to pack for your room and what to leave at home, as well as instructions for move-in day itself. Feel free to take a screenshot of this link or save it for later. Here's a look at a typical residence hall. Each student has a desk, chair, closet or dresser, and a bed. Every building has heating and air conditioning and Wi-Fi. Laundry facilities are located within each residence hall and are free to use. Each residence hall also comes with a kitchen and large fridge. We recommend you bring a pot and pan with you in case you want to use this amenity. This is a communal space, so be sure to label any equipment or food you leave there. In addition to the computer lab within the Learning Commons, there are a few computers in the lobby of each residence hall as well.
Starting something new is nerve-wracking for anybody, no matter what it is. It's just the fear of the unknown. But we want you to know that it's okay to feel nervous and that you're not alone in these feelings. And we're here to help you. We're here to listen to your concerns, to talk you through the questions you're having, and help you find the solutions so that you're comfortable and set up for success. Not just at the beginning of the program, but through the entire time here at the Culinary. At CIA, everyone is starting at square one, but that's because we want you to learn the CIA way. There's a reason why we are #1 in food and beverage leadership. Our way sets the example for the industry. We are here to take care of you so that you can master the skills that you need to be a leader in this industry. The Learning Commons, located in the library, has a phenomenal setup where you can find or just practice your piping, pastry, or knife skills. And we offer tutoring for every class we have on campus. They're here to help you turn that B into an A. Your success is our success because we're all in this together. Now we have provided you with so much information. Here's another chance to take note of your important dates and deadlines. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, the enrollment team is here to help with anything and everything. We look forward to helping you through this whole process and watching you start your journey to make those CIA dreams come true.